Hi, my name is Ingrid. I'm a neuroscience coach. I wanted to talk about an important topic, which is self-esteem, and give you 5 tips how you can improve it. Self-esteem affects an area of the brain called the hippocampus. It's where learning and memory are being processed. And what the hippocampus does, it takes short-term memory and then transforms it into long-term memory. When you have low self-esteem, you have less gray matter in that area, which means that your hippocampus doesn't work as efficiently. And also, you don't have an injection of serotonin, so you have lower level of serotonin. Serotonin is a chemical which makes you feel good, and you need a lot of it in order to perform optimally. So here are 5 tips which will enable you to increase your self-esteem, improve your memory, and actually just better your life overall. To increase your self-esteem, you need to start building a comfort of just accepting yourself. You need to start building a comfort of being you, of being authentic. The first thing that you need to do is step outside of your comfort zone. A comfort zone is really just a box that we've constructed in your brain, which really does not allow us to explore life to its fullest. You have so many abilities, but because you're kind of just stuck in that little area of comfort thinking, I'm not going to step outside of it, you're not exploring your full potential. So go and join a new group, learn a new skill, just put yourself forward at work for maybe a new project. The more you push yourself into that uncomfortable situation, the more your brain will just expand its connections, and it will allow you to learn new skills, and also it has a very good positive effect on your memory, because every time you're in an uncomfortable situation, you become more accustomed to that, and it's easier for you to find solutions. And the next time when you find yourself in a similar environment, you're actually not going to find it very daunting. It's just going to be very easy because your brain would have remembered, and you'll think, oh yeah, this is actually very easy. The second thing is start voicing your opinion. Even if it goes against the grain, being authentic and really acknowledging who you are and the things that are important to you is such an important step in building your self-esteem. If you don't agree with something, say it. You don't have to be very nasty about it. You can be candid, but really build that strength up of voicing your opinions and doing the things and saying the things that are really authentic to you. The third thing is set a goal for yourself. First, start by exploring your hobbies. What is it that you really like doing? Look at the hobbies and look at the things that you have a really true passion for. And then set a goal for the rest of the year. Maybe you want to learn a new language, or maybe you want to go for a promotion because you're so passionate about work. Well, in order to reach that, which is so achievable within 1 year, because it's actually quite a long period of time, you're going to have to start breaking it down in small chunks, small achievable chunks. So if you want to learn a new language, just think about, right, how do I go about it? There are a lot of free apps. You can start from there. If you want to get a promotion at work, go and have a first initial conversation with your manager and say, look, I'd like to be promoted. I like this new role. How do I go about it? So that's going to be your initial step. And then you can actually break down the actions. Once you've taken that first initial information, you can start breaking down the actions and set a goal for yourself. Every time you make a new progress, you will just feel really good about yourself, and your self-esteem will naturally rise. The fourth thing is you need to start praising yourself. We always look for approval from the external world, but actually what we forget is that the first person that needs to approve of us is us. Some of the biggest leaders in the world that have really just gone against the grain and tackled challenges where no one believed in them, they really believed in themselves. So every time you achieve something positive during the day, every time you've spoken up, or every time you've taken a new step forward towards your goal, join a new group, made new friends, just say, well done me for having had the courage to do that. well done me for having made that step, having made that commitment and sticking to my commitment. It's so important to do that. It's because our brain gets an injection of serotonin. Serotonin is a feel-good chemical, and the more it gets a taste of that, the more it will continue to reward you with that feeling of really just incredible self-esteem, and also with the feeling of the decisions that you're making, the steps that you're undertaking in your life are the right ones. And you don't have to wait for anyone else to approve of those. You can actually just approve of what you're doing yourself. And the last thing that I'd recommend you do is balance your solar plexus chakra, which is an energetic point that sits here. It connects a lot of the organs in our lower half of the body, which is the stomach, the liver, the spleen, the intestines. When you have low self-esteem and when your solar plexus chakra is unbalanced, then you get a lot of bloating, stress as well. You get a lot of just stomach pains. So go and do a session of either Reiki, reflexology, acupuncture. I'm sure that there's something you can find if you Google it. In order to increase your self-esteem, you have to be really grounded in yourself. You have to really be grounded in your own decisions. Stick by them, trust your intuition, and just be fully authentic. There's only one person like you in the world. There's no one else like you. And you just have to step into that one being that you're facing every day in the mirror and just appreciate that one being. Your entire life will change significantly. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that these tips help.